All right. Hey there, mid audience. Oh, you guys just missed the front view of Muhammad Irshad Akhtar. Both name Muhammad Irshad Rahman, MOHA, Irshad RSHAD, Rahman RAHMAN. That's stated, guys. This is recording starting 8:20 to 8:21 p.m. Let's see, the date today is, I'm trying to remember here. The date today is, so to think about it. Saturday, December 28th, 2024. All right. I had यहाँ पर एक लड़की आई थी. I think like a couple of days ago something. I don't know what the date was. मुझे unwanted thought, sudden unwanted thought हुआ उसके आने के बाद यहाँ पर. And little did they know it was so that my mom and dad could do this black magic bind thing over them. And they're a Pakistani family. वो लोग सारे के सारे इस वक्त यहाँ पर इस घर में present है. And let's see, it's about 8:21 p.m. 8:22 p.m. Date today. I think I already stated the date. Saturday, December 28, 2024. All right, rapist mom. उसने एक child को रखा हुआ बाहर. I just heard his squeal, the male child. All right, and then quickly, audience address here is 10422 Northeast Skidmore Street, Portland, Oregon 97220. This is the home right here. It's a huge home with a fair, like small like section here unit. It's in that piece is located in the very northeast corner of I suppose the northeast corner front of the house. That is a formal living room there, by the way. And let's see, it's at the very northeast corner here on Northeast 105th Avenue and Northeast Skidmore Street, right here. All right, मेरे old contact Atif Sheikh, that you know what, number one, मैं Atif से नहीं respond करना चाहती थी. That's not what I was looking for. It was a long time ago. I think it was back in 2009. But anyways, but my parents have made a problem with Atif and his family, right? मेरे बाप उसने क्या किया? He has a male child in that black Toyota Tacoma truck that he'd abducted. Now Atif and his family, Atif Sheikh and his family, Atif Sheikh is from San Diego, California. That वहीं पर वो settle किया था. Anyway, so क्या हुआ? He's sexually trafficking. They're involved in sexually trafficking these male children of my social media accounts. Meditating. Hey, puppy, come here. Blitz, come here. Of my Tango Live broadcasting account, Royal Indian, ROYAL INDIAN, and furthermore, trying to think here. Yeah, so my parents, so because I had this unwanted thought, they made a false allegation of wanting to do some sort of sexual harm इस लड़की के साथ. And I don't want to do anything. I suffer from this okay, number one, Mohammed, he sexually assaulted this girl. Her name is Rabina Masood. She's a distant cousin of mine. And let's see, she is let's see here, वो मेरी नानी की नाम की बात. She is मेरी नानी is trying to remember my Nani's cousins. Nani's cousins what? Nani's cousin's granddaughter. My Nani's female cousin's bastard dog. Maybe has to use the restroom. You know, that's what he has pads for. But Muhammad's my rapist father. He won't put, he won't like set the pads. Listen, there is homosexual pedophile male child rapists inside my house. They're Persian origin, they're Iranian origin, and they're like mediums and like remote viewers and stuff. Hey, Blitz, right here, boy, inside. Fuck this dog. I'm gonna give it back to my nephew. Come on, puppy, let's go in. It's not my dog. I'm not taking. Well, मेरे father ने responsibility लिया था इस dog का ख्याल रखने के, and he's not taking care of the fucking dog. He's leaving it on me, and I was just thinking in my head, it's not a human being, it's a dog. Jimenez, okay, what can I say? Jimenez, I can no longer speak this bloody language anymore. Anyway, what am I trying to say here? Yeah, my parents have been doing this tantric black magic ritualistic thing where I cannot speak the Hindi language. It's mainly Hindi I speak. You know, kuch Urdu aata, but like बहुत कम. But then जो शब्द होते हैं is Hindi, is Urdu language में कुछ what do you call it? Well, you know, clearly. I don't feel comfortable stating this at all. क्योंकि क्या हो रहा है इस वक़्त मुझे बहुत बुरी तरह से humiliate किया जा रहा है and I mean right now I was made to feel down, like absolutely down, like मुझे like इतना गिरा है and then another thing, I'm not looking good right now, you know, like look at how what my father's done. No, and most of all, I'm concerned about like what he did to my face. He busted my nose bone inwards. It begun on let's see, trying to remember what was the date. I believe it was September 21st, 2013. I believe that was the date, and how I remember that was what he'd done to me, and then another thing, you know, there was a time we started I think it was junior high or middle school, whatever. You know, we started on September the 21st. That may have been back in 1997 or 1998. I don't remember the year. I think it may have very well been 1997. And then yeah, I think school is supposed to start. I think early September, at least well here where we. Anyways, so forget this, but by the way, I just seen tow truck go by and like another, you know, like vehicle, and then so they've been these guys have been humiliating me, like you know, मैं सिनेमा में के साथ जो करना चाहती थी, right? It's not that मैं सिनेमा में को you know, like मैं सिनेमा में को force करना चाहती, anything like that, just that I was fantasizing about that. And you know, my sexuality is what it is, but that doesn't mean I'm going and preying on little girls. I don't have any intention towards any little girl. ये लड़की जो एक former reality television show star है, her name is Lily Galici, and let's see, I'm not sure क्या करती है वो, but कुछ business है उसके पास, पैसे बनाती है, like a good sum, and I'm not I don't think I don't, she's like the least wealthiest of you know, the people of that you know, show, that serial, and once again she was a former cast member. She wanted to humiliate me. She wanted to you know, call me things that I'm not, like such as she wanted to make me into this monstrous that I was never I never was, you know. She wanted to make me look like a pedophile क्योंकि मैंने ये अपने दिमाग में कह दिया था कि कितनी beautiful child थी वो, you know, 'cause I seen her childhood pictures, you know. I mean I can't lie, she was a very beautiful child. And then I can't say this about Atif's nieces or whatever, but yeah, uh, I wonder if that girl's Sadia is here also. Um, his friend, but they're his definitely Atif's relatives and his in-laws. Well, not his in-laws. Atif and Atif's sisters' in-laws are here. based on the false allegations made on me regarding Atif's niece, of once again wanting to do sexual harm to me. ऐसा कुछ नहीं करना चाहती, and if he if he would have just allowed myself to like contact him, have any like speak to him like about what's happening here, my parents, as far as them doing like this black magic stuff, and वो मेरी बहन आयशा है, Aisha Sonia Akhtar, Ayesha, Sonia Sonia Akhtar, Akhtar. Now, her last name, her at birth, could have actually been Chand. So that would be Chand, and she was born, I believe, Monday, June 27th, 1988, at Emmanuel Hospital in Portland, Oregon. And then my own name. I'm just quickly before I state my name, I want to state the time here. It's about it's at 8:31 to 8:32 p.m. And we're approximately 10 minutes, 40 seconds in recording duration. Right, and so my full name is Ramin Devichand. That's Rumeena Devitey, Chand Chand. And I'm born Sunday, June 22nd, 1986, at 8:16 p.m. 2016 Pacific Daylight Time. Best Casa Permanente Hospital, 5055 North Greeley Avenue, Portland, Oregon 97217, United States of America. And let's see, my Oregon State Picture ID, the original one that it issued was back in the year 2009, may have been July, could have been July, August, or September of 2009. It would have been shortly after I'd come out of the psychiatric hospital, which I was placed in there after my sister Aisha had, like brutally assaulted and battered me with a heavy, what is it called? What do you call that thing? It's a heavy wooden rolling pin. We where we're from, it's just called a bell. Anyway, so yeah, she whacked me on my head. Whacked, yeah, it was just bar repetitively. Mara tha on the crown of my head with that. And so I started doing social media to save myself. And it had to do with my father wanting to take revenge with me for his arrest on I believe it was Monday, February 5th, 2018, after he had fractured my mother's skull on that date. And let's see. So once again, he fractured my mother's skull on that date. And sometime shortly after he arrived home, would have been, I think he would have arrived inside the house sometime after 3 a.m., like maybe anytime between 3 to 4 a.m. And then उसने मेरी mom को जाकर disturb किया था. मेरी mom, as my mom was inside her bedroom, which is on the, I believe, west. Well, um, so originally the bedroom that's on the west end of the house, that was actually my sister Aisha's bedroom. She was granted that bedroom when we first moved into this house. I was supposed to myself, mera but it just didn't happen that way. But anyway, what am I trying to say here? Yeah. So it's fine. We look at it. They're it's totally okay. They're saying they're Pakistani. They're of a completely different race than Indian, or that they don't have any Indian descent. But for those who know the history of India, of ancient India, you'd probably know for that their nation of Pakistan to have been a part of ancient India, even a part of the old Hindustan, and part of British India during the British imperialism, and then it's separated by 1947, during the partition of India. It became its own separate nation. I believe it was either 15th, and anytime between 15th to 17th of August, 1947 is when the partition had happened. And I suppose ये लोग जानते नहीं है इस बारे में, but that's totally okay. And it's totally okay, वो लोग you know मानते हैं, like that they're of another racial background, that's totally okay. But this language that we speak it's shared. It's something, and let's see, what am I trying to say? No matter, God, क्या कहना चाहती हूँ मैं? Yeah, so it's not so much them, a lot of, how can I say that? मैं ये बात नहीं कहना चाहती हूँ, but God, Lord, God, they probably seen that, if they would have heard, what suddenly happened in my mind, that suddenly, there's a Pakistani singer, or I mean, if I'm stating Pakistani singer, clearly their national origin, right? So there's this singer of their national origin, and then what do you call it? Her name popped up in my head the minute a song of hers I remembered. I was looking for that song. Um, what was happening was, my father. There's a, so एक एक certain time frame, not time frame actually. क्या है? Certain, so जब certain minutes past होता है, let's say, say it's 9 after or 6 after, which मेरे लिए numerologically, uh, yes just 6 है, number 6 मेरे लिए auspicious, excuse me, auspicious होता है. But anyway, uh, what am I trying to say? Yeah, and there's number 2 has significance for me. Number 2, and let's see, और कौन सा number है? And then the combination of 2 or 16, is, once again, it has it has a meaning for me. It has a, like, उसका significance, उसका significance क्या है? It's I I don't know if I should state that, but it has something to do. I'm not sure how to state that. I don't even think I should state it. It is just too much for these guys to know, when they were involved in this tantric ritualistic thing. I don't think they would have ever came out here to do physical harm to me. See, what problem, what unwanted feeling, and unwanted. I can't help it. That doesn't mean कि मैं किसी को harm करना चाहती हूँ. I have no such intentions. I don't have any such, um, I don't have any inclination towards any such feelings. Rather, I have an aversion to those unwanted thoughts, unwanted feelings. मैं मैं कितना बार, इस बात को, मैं इस मैं I'm so sorry. Is मैं I don't know how to state it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how many times, I don't know how many times. Well, I don't. Mm, I mean, I don't know how many times I have to state that. That I don't want to do any such thing. Anyways, so our audience just quickly, it's about it's about 8:39 p.m. and we are approximately 18. कुछ हो रहा है मेरे दिमाग में. There's this guy. He's, oh, I don't want to mention his name. I don't want to turn anybody against him, but he's a rap star. I was mad about him. I was mad about his music. I don't even know how I found them. I I it was just by accident. It was by accident. And मुझे कुछ पता ही नहीं था that he was he's Muslim dude, that he's Pakistan, he's from the United Kingdom. I'm not gonna mention his name either. But they did the same thing over this guy, and they had him on the phone. You know, still I don't hate him. I never did. I can't help the unwanted thoughts and feelings, Jehoram, Mirsad. And it's once again it's due to like this tantric black magic thing that my parents are doing of this demon is Kali. And Kali, if a lot of you may know or have heard of her, she wears like a garland of skulls. Oh, it couldn't be there. She drinks blood, and that of animals and children. मैं human children की बात कर रही हूँ यहाँ पर. And so therefore, she's not a goddess at all. And is she another thing in the Vedic text, in the Vedic scriptures, ancient Indian scriptures, she's not known as a bloody goddess. Goddess Nehevo. She's not known as a goddess. Also, the Hindus don't call her Devi Kali or Kali Devi. Because there is no such thing. You can't put those two words together, right? How can you put the word darkness and goddess together? You can't. Because it's a fucking evil thing. They call her Kali Ma, right? And there was like a sikha of her discovered from Atif's nation. I don't know like what year they're dating it to, but it's a man, you know, getting ready to slaughter a woman. He had like I don't know if it was like a sickle thing or like a sword. I mean, it could be something that was placed there by archaeologists. It could be something fabricated, is what I'm trying to say. Like like not something that was actually like something that was planted, right? Um, I don't really know. Um, to me, the sticker didn't really look real, but it could have been, you know. Ow, 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 ow. I wonder how long Atif has been watching my videos for, like how long he's known of me, like as you know, जब से मैं ये social media कर रही हूँ, as social media I had to start, you know, अपने आप को बचाने के लिए, and because my mom and dad were trying to have me pulled off to a psychiatric facility. Once again, it was after my father had like brutally assaulted my mom on uh, Monday, February 5th, 2018. After he, forced entry in my room, and not in my room. He has forced entry in my room, but he forced entry into the room mom was staying in. And then he woke her up, he disturbed her sleep, and then how people are, they're cranky, when you jab early jaga do, उनके proper rest say नहीं मिला होगा, right? Anyway, so what do you call it, when Muhammad went to go to sleep, he was sleeping in my sister Aisha's room, which is the room just, let me show you guys, right there. वहाँ पर. Yeah, clearly, surely you guys can hear that faggot pedophile's voice वहाँ से, right? And then हम लोग amplifiers on करेंगे, and we'll catch them, and then we'll be able to find them with voice recognition technology. We'll be able to, अगर दोबारा यहाँ पर आए. But anyway, all right. So once again, that room right there, that's still Aisha's room. It became Aisha's room, I think, in 2013 or 2014, something like that. I don't remember what the year was exactly. Originally, वो end वाली room जो West End पर है, that is Aisha's room. Anyway, so ये वाली Aisha का room है since about 2013 or 2014, right up there. All right, and then let's see. It's right across of the front entrance, right here. Your front entrance है. All right, and then let's see. घर का front entrance इस level पे है, just slightly above street level, and then so that room is at the top level once again, and it's across of the front entrance here once again. All right, and then यहाँ पर formal living room है. All right, and क्या क्या करना क्या कर all right, क्या कहूँ मैं Alright, it's about 8 क्या 8:46 p.m. Once again, Saturday, December 28th, 2024. All right. Now I had a lot. Oh, मैं तुम लोगों को बता रही थी, right? Right. So that room that I showed you guys, that is Aisha's room. That's where my father is sleeping in, right? And that's where he'd been sleeping in on the time he got into this around the time he got into this fight with my mom. And so he after he woke my mom up, he went back to that room that's across of the front entrance of the house. He went inside that room on that date, on Monday, February 5th, 2018. And क्या क्या I फिर मम्मी वहां पर दौड़ी दौड़ी गई. Well, not so much dori dori, like she was the woman was huffing and puffing. वो अपना पैर पटक के, वहाँ पर चल, I don't know how to say it. Like वहाँ पर जाने लगी, right? Right. All right. So she went there, right? And then let's see, क्या हुआ? She demanded to give her a credit card, a debit card, whichever Muhammad had. मेरे Bob's name is Muhammad. So she demanded it back from him. वो नहीं दे रहा था. He wouldn't give it to her. He wouldn't give her the what is it called? What's it called? Her credit card, debit card, whatever. Anyways, so yeah, so he wouldn't give it to her, and he lied and told her, oh, Hamar Prosni, that's what we speak. A lot of you guys may have heard me on my social media accounts. This is what we speak at home. A lot of you guys, they're from United Kingdom. I'm not sure if you guys are even from United Kingdom or not anymore. From what I understood, there were people from United Kingdom that are very much tuned in here. There are people from United States, America, and Canada too. Of what's his name? Atif's national origin. That जो Pakistani है, Pakistani American, Pakistani Canadian, is क्या what do you call it? So everybody witnessed here कि यहाँ पर क्या हो रहा था, and that was since either 2018 or 2019, and then I no longer had access to my Live Me account. This is a type of social media. It's a live broadcasting. What do you call it? Social media application. जहाँ पर लोग खुद को stream optionally लोग खुद को stream करते हैं. And what do you call it? Well, I can't think properly. God. And also where they're able to see me, मुझे like ugly, मुझे और इससे भी और uglified किया जा रहा है. Like physically, I have been uglified. This is not how I was looking. मैं जब ढेर सारे लोग आते मेरे live streams पर, they're quite attractive थे as well. Like it was like 2000. I don't know what was happening in 2019. में like a lot of people anywhere I would go, I can't help this. Abhi bhi ho raha hai. And it's because what's being done to me. My parents are having me raped by black gang rapists, black male and female gang rapists. और कुछ black male और female gang rapists यहाँ पर है. और I don't know who the hell they are. And they want to have this done to me. Or या फिर they want to do it themselves, because मैंने उनके आवाज सुना था, and that would have been sometime between 2:22 p.m. to about 2:32 p.m. So maybe like around 2:25 or 2:27 p.m. I don't remember what the time was exactly. That was today's date, Saturday, December 28th, 2024. And they're on the recording. There's a hidden audio video surveillance, and then clearly there's voice recognition, and then that's one of the ways to identify them. And, but clearly वो लोग gang rapists हैं और या फिर sexual traffickers होंगे पर मेरे ख्याल से they could very well be, gang rapists. And मैं किसका नाम नहीं लगाना चाहती हूँ यहाँ पर, for example like Beyonce, Jay-Z. There's somebody, they're people that are respected no matter what their racial background is, or many when okay, what do you call it, in their songs and well, in the video songs, that's mainly just had there's white truck that just passed by just moments ago. I'm gonna say like seconds ago. It's about I think it's about 8 I think it's about 8:41 p.m. or so right now. Let me check the time quickly. My cellular phone is actually showing it's 8:51 p.m. And just quickly, we're about 13 minutes, 46 seconds recording. All right, and yeah, so and after that, I heard a male child like scream horrifically. I said the individual with that white truck had passed away. I wanted to really tell you guys about the story about my father, right? So when after my father woke her up when he came back inside the house at around 3 or 4 a.m., and disturbed her sleep, and she woke up cranky. Anybody would wake up cranky. They didn't get proper rest. She just started demanding her. She went and stomping her feet to the room he was sleeping in. After he had woken her up, I don't know how to state that, but anyways, after he disturbed his sleep, and then she has a jealousy problem, an issue, like say my father being like with another woman, and so she's not able to bear that, and so that's what she suspected, that he's with another woman, and so that he was with another woman all night long. That's why he's coming like around 3 or 4 a.m. So she went stomping there, to the room he was in after he rudely woke her up, and disturbed his sleep. She didn't get a proper rest. But anyway, she demanded her credit card or debit card back, which he had in his possession there, and he lied and denied it. कि नहीं, इसके पास नहीं है, and then she said, "Give it to me or else." And then what he said, or else was something like that, is in the the Hindi we speak from the province we're from, is the province of Uttar Pradesh. That's where we're from. Um, Also, क्या है उसका नाम? Hey audience, Rasan Joffrey, the British Indian actor, he's from the province of Uttar Pradesh. Yeah. Anyways, I believe he's from. I think his father's family is from Fort of Agra, city of Agra. Anyways, Agra Fort, क्या कहते हैं? Agra Fort, right? Anyways, yeah, and क्या. Right. मैं भूल गई, where was I going with this? Oh, right. I was just telling you guys where our ancestry is from, right? The in India and this. Uttar Pradesh once again. Province of Uttar Pradesh. Which city? Different parts. Different parts. क्योंकि मेरी नानी, she's Haryana. She comes from a Haryani father. I'm guessing mom might be Haryana, might have been Haryani too. I didn't really know. But anyway, yeah. But this is like a Uttar Pradeshi type of Uttar Pradeshi type of Hindi that we speak. And it's not Bhojpuri. A lot of people are calling it Bhojpuri. It's not Bhojpuri. It's Bhojpuri. um, ये भी जंगली sound होता है, but not quite. It doesn't have to sound that way. You know, it can sound attractive, but it's just it. You know, मेरे लिए it's not something I want to speak. It's not something I want to remember. Why? Because of how my family was to me. It was there was no problem when I was young. Um, you know, they they became a problem um, because how do I explain this? It has to do with like bad memory. It's like you know they're rated. I don't know who's rating around. पता नहीं कौन है ये लोग. But that's what it has to do. I may your language nahi aapke na chahti, you know. Or maybe you know maybe yeah shit. Anyways, we're gonna drop that subject about the language thing. Anyway, once again that's what they were speaking in when once again my father after he'd awoken my mum, he disturbed her, disrupted her sleep around 3 or 4 a.m. whenever he came inside the house. Sometime between the times of 4 and 5 a.m. My mom went to the room he was sleeping in, which is in my sister Aisha's room, which is across the main entrance, the front entrance of the house. And then, except it's on the top level, that room, and it's once again it's across of the front entrance. Um, and then what do you call it? She started demanding her credit card or debit card back from my rapist father. And then you know he lied and denied that oh he doesn't have it. Oh, I don't have it. I'm a partner here. You know, चल जा हमारे room से blah blah. Yeah. And then she you know and then she said are giving it or not or something like that. And then she said if you don't give it or whatever, you know. And then what she did is when he wouldn't give it, what she did is grabbed a plastic hanger and then she whacked him with it, you know. And then he said not to hit him, right, with the plastic hanger. He said not to hit. She was hitting him with a plastic hanger, and so she said not to hit him, right. He okay, so mom hit him with a plastic hanger because he wouldn't give her credit card or debit card back, right. And so when he wouldn't give it back, you know, and lied and said that he doesn't have it, and you know for a little bit she believed him, and then she started demanding, you know, her credit card debit card back from him, whichever it was. And then what do you call it, you know, he threatened her, you know, don't hit me. He had the covers on, number one, so he wasn't really getting hurt. So he said to her not to hit him, that he's gonna grab something and bust your head open. I was there to witness this. I was in my room, right across of the room they were in, and I witnessed him hit her on the head, fracture her skull with that. And what do you call it? It was a heavy glass candle jar. He picked up and he bashed her head when she whacked him again after he threatened her. Yeah. And once again he fractured the crown of her skull. He fractured it, you know, and she had this thick, heavy blood gushing out of his skull with a white type of substance secreting from in between. And, you know, this blood, once again, had a very thick consistency, so much so that it formed into jelly as it hit the ground. It formed into like a jelly as it, you know, as it, you know, started drying out on her skull. There is thick satha, mota satha, like very thick. And once again, that white substance was that in between. And I don't know what that was. I don't know if it's like something from her bones, her skull, what it was exactly. Um, Anyways, but yeah, so that's what happened. And then so my mom, she came to, I didn't realize that she had a fractured skull. I didn't realize that she's in fact like injured like that. I just remember her screaming, and I just thought to myself, I'm gonna stay out of it because I remembered something she stated to me that night before she and my father got into this fight. And I didn't curse them or anything. I just cried to myself, like, what? Why is she saying this to me? They were plotting on that date, on Monday, February 5th, 2018. They were plotting to have me hauled up to a psychiatric facility. पर क्या ऐसा हुआ था मेरे साथ? नहीं. I gave that time I was a bit stronger in faith. Yeah. क्या कहना चाहती हूँ मैं? So what happened is police came out. My mom, number one, she asked me to call the police. She asked me to call 911. तो मैंने कहा था mom से कि yeah, I'll call 911 in a minute. You know, like I was shocked to see my mom in that condition. She had a fractured skull, and you know she had all this blood gushing out of her skull. I was afraid कि मेरे mom like कि मर तो नहीं जाएगी, you know. And my mom just said the police are coming. That's okay. They can totally come. मैं अपना SIM card निकाल कर दूसरी cell phone में लगा दूंगी. मेरे पास और cellular phones है that have charge, have battery life. And just quickly, it's about 9:02 p.m. I can do the factory data reset on the cell phone. But anyway, as I was stating, I don't know who the hell that was actually. Was it my mom's voice? Is it? And they did say that the police are coming and they can totally come. I'm not the one committing these crimes. Or मेरे पास सारे के सारे evidence है. Um, and of my rapist father's fecal crimes and his fecal contamination in my food and drinks, and on my body, he'd been drenching my body in his liquid feces, which is sexually assault कर रहा था. There was a sexual assault by him upon me on, I believe it was Monday, August 26, 2024, here at this home address, 10422 Northeast Skidmore Street, Portland, Oregon, 97220 in the southeast corner of the house, in the living room. अच्छा क्या होगा अगर पुलिस यहाँ पे आई तो मैं नीचे चली जाऊंगी immediately, और फिर मैं factory data research करके, you know, I'm gonna do the live stream because they have a cyber hacking software illegally installed on the cellular phone. मेरे पाप ने re-enable किया when he kept shooting me unconscious with the anesthetics, and he kept fluttering around me back and forth. And it's something he does all day, every day. और मेरे सारे के सारे cellular phones के साथ इसने किया. He's taken it into like a Best Buy in somewhere in Seattle, Washington. They're having fraudulently open. Just about 24/7 actually, and I believe it's a Best Buy store. And he's having my phones fixed to where I can't do like the facial recognition login, the facial recognition unlock for my cellular phones, because you know that's another piece of evidence that's me. It, you know, facial data was stored करता है, and then it's further evidence that this phone line belongs to me, कि ये मेरा identity है. I, you know, and then it's linked with my Bank of America's checking account, which I'd opened with my mom as joint member, that I'm the owner of that checking account. It is 485007599087. And then I don't remember the original debit card number, but मुझे इतना याद है. What do you call it? What do you call it? Oh God. But मुझे इतना याद. Oh, I kind of think. I can't think. They're shooting something at me, right? कुछ हो रहा है मेरे साथ. That's why I can't think. Anyways, God. What am I trying to say? Yeah. So what? What am I trying to say? God. I didn't like this movie anymore. You know, मेरा unwanted thought हुआ था. उस what do you call it? But anyways, what am I trying to say? Yeah. So what do you call it? So my father, he got arrested after I'd given the police my statement on that date, on Monday, February 5th, 2018, when police came out here after mom called the police, after he fractured my mom's skull, when my mom demanded the debit card, credit card back from him. And then my rapist father, he's been trying to take revenge of me since that time. And, क्योंकि मैंने स्टेटमेंट दी थी मेरे बाप के खिलाफ कि मैंने विटनेस किया था what how him fracturing my mom's skull, you know, that he'd hit her on her head and then her skull was fractured, all this blood was gushing out. The blood was the evidence itself, and the thick heavy glass candle jar that he fractured my mom's skull, it was the evidence itself. So they took that into possession with much persuasion of my mom. I wouldn't exactly say persuasion, but मैंने भी persuade नहीं किया था, but मैंने अपना statement दी थी police को. I believe the Portland police officer's name may have been trying to remember Anthony Hill, कुछ ऐसा हुआ होगा. I don't remember what his name was, but they ended up arresting Mohammed, मेरे बाप, for you the physical assault upon my mom, which was, by the way, nearly fatal. Nearly fatal. Just nearly. मेरी mom जान से जाने वाली थी, you know. Anyways, so what am I trying to say? Yeah, what? Yeah. So since that day, he feels that it was because due to he thinks that I persuaded the Portland police officers into arresting him. They kept asking me when they came to take the statement from me that, oh, does my mom suffer from mental illness? Is that the case? And I informed them, "Mummy ke paas koi mental illness nahi hai." That she is being manipulated and coerced into doing things she doesn't want to do. जो मेरे बाप से करवा रहा है, you know. मेरे बाप करवा रहा है, but anyway. And what do you call it? Once again, things she doesn't want to do, he forces her into doing. He manipulates her, coerces her. He even uses physical force, like वो धक्का मार रहा था गाड़ी में एक टाइम. मैं गाड़ी में थी, पीछे गाड़ी में थी. And और क्या? Yeah. Anyway. मैं गाड़ी में थी, and yeah, it was because she didn't want to sell our home that we had on Northeast Holman Street. I believe that time that place, the street name may have been 155th and Northeast Holman Street, and it's probably been changed. I don't know, or unless it was Northeast 105th, it may have been changed to 55th and Northeast Holman Street in Portland, Oregon. But I believe remember it being Northeast 155th and Holman Street in Portland, Oregon. On Holman Street, by the way. And the house address there was 5425 Northeast Holman Street, Portland, Oregon, 97218. We no longer live there. Also, please, they may have very well shot something to my mouth. I was stating this, but anyway, please don't try to meet up with me. I'm not arranging to meet up. It's not me. It's homosexual pedophile male child rapists. Many of them are employed as police in Atlanta County Deputy officers, police and deputies in Oregon and throughout the United States of America. Your secret espionage agents and all. Um, once again, perhaps you guys can hear, which you मेरे घर के अंदर जो homosexual pet लोग हैं, lot of them, actually they're actually not remote viewers. Remote viewer नहीं है वो लोग, but क्या है कि they have a listening device where they can listen in, or it's a radio, it's a radio device where they can listen in onto my thoughts, whatever I'm thinking, as long as it's being taught in words. They're able to hear it, and it's with the radioactive. I'm guessing it's because of the radioactive substance they've induced me with. Once again, it is a radio listening devices. That's how they're able to listen into my thoughts. If I do the Faraday shield, perhaps might not be able to have access to that, um, or it could be advanced technology that I'm not aware of. I was informed of this by other top individuals, um, and they kept saying it. And at that time, I just wouldn't believe it. I wouldn't buy into it. I said, there can be any such technology where people can listen in on to people's thoughts, and if that was so, that दुनिया कहाँ से कहाँ पहुँच जाती है, और कोई I ended up being wrong. This stuff is made for like people that are being targeted. As I'm talking to you guys, they're abducting and sexually trafficking little boys of my Tango Live broadcasting account, Royal Indian, ROYALINDIN. Once again, ROYALINDIN. To homosexual pedophile male child rapists. It's little boys. They're selling off little boys in sexual bondage to gay pedophile male child rapists. They're ripping away their malehood, their childhood from them, their what do you call it? Their boyhood, their childhood, their malehood. They're taking it away from. They're ripping them away from that. That instinct that's there. That's how do you say it? Like something that's जो male child के अंदर होता है, from the very probably even from the very day they're born. Anyways, and I heard one of these gay pedophile male child rapists rape defecate one of the little boys here. They're intercepting the time on my cellular phone. It's showing us 9:15 p.m. And just like several minutes ago, it it showed us about 9:13 p.m. So it's far past 9:13 p.m. But then kitna time hoga right now, and I'm being shown we're about 52 minutes 49 seconds into recording duration. Just quickly, मैं देखती हूँ कि what is the time exactly? It now shows 9:14 p.m. All right, audience, just went to timeanddate.com. Shots of anesthetics were fired into my eyes, and it is in fact being shown as 9:14 p.m. So I'm guessing maybe it may have been 9:03 p.m. around that time, where I'm saying, no, but होता है they corrupted it, they can do whatever they want with the cyber hacking software. कुछ भी कर सकते हैं, shit. Um, they can even intercept the time on, I believe, the what is it called on the internet, on the website. So it's not the real Chrome browser, the real internet browser for Chrome, or for the. So it's not the. So Chrome is a type of internet browser by Google. I don't believe it's the real Chrome browser. It's like some sort of cyber hacking browser. It doesn't look like. I mean, it has the symbol, but. I think I'm gonna hurl. Yeah, I think Mohammed Mirabal was forcing his feces in my mouth down my throat. It's something he's been doing for a long time. And on another date, it is back in 2022 when I was in the basement. When I was living in the basement, अभी मैं नहीं रह रही हूँ basement के अंदर. मुझे बस basement में रह रही थी. सो रही थी वहाँ पे. मेरे बाप क्या कर रहा था? He was forcing his feces in. Yes, I was asleep. And then on that date in 2022, he had the nerve, the audacity to state to me, "तुम खूब खाएगा." This is how sick this man is. वो बचपन से sexually abuse करते आ रहा था. जब से मैं 2 साल की थी. मुझे मुझे इस बात का suspicion तब था when he started doing all this to me. The video for, like, I had no idea, prior to that. कुछ and उस टाइम मैं अपनी मॉम से उससे उसको डिफेंड करने लगी. मम्मी ने जब कहा था, "ओह, your बाप is a pedophile. He, तुम्हारा बाप, you know he's no different from pedophile." कुछ ऐसे कहा था मॉम, ऐसे कुछ था. I can't believe that that I was able to word, like, express myself, articulate all this, अपने live stream पर. I'm taken by surprise क्योंकि ये लोग मुझे जो drug से induce करे, it is restricting my mind from thinking properly. I just heard another male child, like, screaming. I just can't understand how can these guys be so animalistic. I can't understand. Simply we're about now. It's about 9:18 p.m. Or about 57 minutes, 29 seconds recording duration. और मोहम्मद जैसा इंसान, सिर्फ मोहम्मद जैसा इंसान in homosexual pedophile male child rapist को जाके देख. And then my father has a history of being a male prostitute to gay men, old ladies, the worst of all, gay men, And then उसका और क्या, he has a history of pimping women. I don't know if he ever did that to Indian women, but मेरे mom को अपने personal whore की तरह वो रख रहा था. There's a huge difference in the pictures of mom prior to being in a relationship, being with my father. There's a huge difference in her dressing and also her physical appearance. Huge difference, I say. She looks quite unhappy in the photos where she is with my father. I just heard another child. It's about 9:19 p.m. I just keep doing it to one child after. Anyway, let's see. I go out there. All that happens is I'm shot unconscious. इसलिए मैं बाहर नहीं जा रही हूँ. It's just a setup. It's just a trap मेरे लिए. And that's what it ends up being. And they're not letting me look at myself. They started, sending pop-ups on my cell phone screen with the cyber hacking software. Cyber hackers जो कि आते for उसका family और जो ये faggot pedophiles और जो ये faggot pedophiles है. Anyways, it's about 9:20 p.m. ये औरतें जो ये बच्चों को sexually traffic कर रही है, वो लोग उन्हें छिपाते हैं, उन्हें फुसलाते हैं, like chip कराते हैं. Hush. To take the rape. they're taking their they're snatching, they're ripping them of their malehood. मेरे बाप brutally battered किया. जैसे वो मुझे brutally battered करता था मैं जब छोटी थी. The woman that's involved in doing this is once again, her name is Lily Galici. She is of Iranian origin, just like these male children and their parents, who are my audience of my Tango Live broadcasting account, Royal Indian, because my parents were streaming me to people of their racial background and what do you call it? To what do you call that? To people of the racial background, and they set up a cable station, a satellite station, a cable station under my name and identity with my ID that they had stolen, which I'd issued on Monday, November 8th, 2021, at the DMV office in downtown Portland, Oregon. Uh, the that the Oregon State picture ID number is 2627471, and they'd stolen it upon delivery to this house. रख रहे थे वो लोग. They'd been committing identity theft and fraud since that date under my name and identity, or remotely controlling my cellular phones, creating social media accounts under my name and identity with that ID card. Sexually traffic कर रहे थे मुझे with that God, that ID card that they'd stolen of mine in that session. And they may have actually been asked to do this by these homosexual pedophile male child rapists. employed as Portland police just in मेरे And so Atif, Atif and his family, they're very much, they're, clearly they speak this language, right? But they're Punjabi. But lot of people with the gay language speaker, a lot of people accept this language as their own. This Hindi, this Urdu, it's number one. Yeah, Hindi or Urdu, jo hai, it's one language, right? The difference is there's two standard versions of it. As far as the Urdu standard version goes, there's more Farsi and Arabic in there, and then as far as the Hindu standard version goes, there's lot of Sanskriti added in there. A lot of the words that came from Farsi, it was replaced with Sanskriti. Lot of it, or and it's mainly Sanskrit. It was replaced with, which is a much older, ancient Indian language. Just quickly, with that stated, I must state the time. It's about 9:25 p.m. Right, and initially the unwanted thought began with what do you call it? Unwanted thought regarding Atif's sister. I forgot her name. It was, I think her name was Sabina. And there's a lady named, I don't know, is it, I forgot her name. Yeah, so uska naam, I think it's Sabina. Yeah, she was. I had a, what do you call it? क्या कहते हैं? an account in Skype. I added her. We had contact as well. And I wish I didn't mention anything like this because I think when I mentioned this, that's when they contacted them, and then in the they done whatever mind control and black magic spell thing over them, and in the and then psychologically, I made it past the psychological that this is something that's being done to me. You look shaitan chara, and that's how they do it. And that's what. And just quickly, I just want to know the marriage how we can start 9:26 p.m. Yes, from outside. 1 hour 5 minutes 50 seconds into recording duration. I just can't believe कि मैं यहाँ पर इस वक्त बात कर पा रही हूँ. I don't know how is clearly something God given. But I'm not able to think properly all the way. But I have gotten a lot out here. जो मैं कहना चाहती थी. I was able to inform my audience कि क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पर. What's going on here? Issue at hand. Yes, and I don't know if I should mention this. I don't want to mention this. यहाँ पर कोई और आया है in our kingdoms. I just heard about banging sounds out from outside just minutes ago, seconds ago, just as I was talking. मैं बाहर investigate करना चाहूँगी. क्या होगा? Maybe just gonna reinstall this. And then if they lock me out of the line, even एक दिन के लिए मेरे पास एक line नहीं है. मुझे यहाँ से या फिर psychiatric facility में करेंगे या फिर what do you call it? मुझे God forbid मुझे वो लोग I have to वो लोग मुझे I think you guys know what I'm trying to say. वो लोग मुझे वहाँ पर करना चाहते हैं. What do you call it? They're trying to put me in jail, but God forbid. Allah forbid. Allah forbid. Oh God, my chacharias. If Fiji के हिंदुस्तानी is, I'm so sorry. I mean, Fiji के हिंदुस्तानी Muslims. Hindustani Muslims, that's Uttar Pradesh के लोग call themselves Hindustanis. That's what they call themselves. That means Indian Muslim. Anyways, yeah. So I believe this is where I learned this. Allah Akbar. Anyways, 9:30 p.m. Just want to quickly check it. I'll recheck the time. We're 1 hour 9 minutes 36 seconds. Hey audience, I just want to quickly state to you guys, मेरे पास ये psychological problem है, right? And so they're trying to make me look like I'm hateful towards people that are of Arabic origin. It's just that I don't. Well, I don't know something about that. I don't feel that way. I like actually. And then there's just because एक गाना था, एक नहीं थे ढेर सारे, गाने होते, music होते जो मुझे नहीं अच्छे लगते हैं. There's even Indian music like that. I don't know. I mean, it's not like that, but there's Indian music that I don't like, and yeah, things that sound dehati like to me. I don't really like listening to that type of stuff. This wasn't dehati sounding, but the I just and then the guy that's a singer, he looks like a hijra. I'm not saying he just because he's hijra pedophile, but he looks it just didn't appeal to me. But just as a guy, like it didn't sound good to my ears, and so I vocalized that, but I never vocalized it on my live stream. And then I don't know who knows that, how they know that. Actually, my parents would have been the only ones to have known that because I still didn't know them, right? मैंने सिर्फ अपने mom dad से vocalize किया था. It sounded like I don't know how to describe that. It didn't sound attractive to me the way he was saying that, and like मुझे एक बुड्ढा को remind करता है. I really hate that buddha. Because उस buddha ने मुझे बंद किया था, मुझे sexually, I don't want to say sexually assault, that's pretty much what it was, but I'd say sexually violate किया था मुझे, मेरी मर्जी के खिलाफ उसने जो किया वो किया, and it was against my will once again. But these people, what do you call it, I don't have anything against other people. कुछ नहीं, nothing. I don't. I I just hate him. I hate him, and I think why. क्योंकि I don't know if I should mention it, but anyways, yeah, I really hate him. Is okay. What happened was, I'll tell you guys. What happened was, मैं वहाँ पर जाती, मैं जहाँ पर जाती थी, it was I believe that's called is मुझे audience मुझे humiliate किया जा रहा है. I didn't want to have to mention if अगर मैं यहाँ पर नहा धोकर आती हूँ, मैं तुम लोगों के तुम लोगों के सामने होती हूँ, you know, uh, fully bathed and stuff, and like what do you call it? This would be easier for me because it makes me look bad in a sense, right? But मैं वहाँ पर जाती थी, जहाँ पर मैं जाती थी. It was like a hangout place for me. There's a mountain view there, and then there were these food stall places, and then there was actually an Indian food stall place जहाँ पर मैं जाती थी all the freaking time. And what do you call it? They started giving me like not good food. Um, and then and then I think they may have been contaminating it. I didn't know. I just know that there was a huge difference after I told my mom that this is where I was going. I would just hang out with them. Is that guy was of Indian descent. I didn't even think that's his real name, but he alleges he's Vijay and that he's from Uttarakhand. But if he's from Uttarakhand, he wouldn't be pronouncing it Uttarakhand. He'd be pronouncing it in its proper pronunciation, not its spelling, which the proper pronunciation is I guess they think oh, she's not from India, so she doesn't know. So because it's they're from India themselves, but they don't know. Anyways, but because I think he's from, because I heard him state on another occasion that he will Delhi se hai. And so once again I heard him state that about me. It was when somebody from that city had come to to that food stall place. So बात करने पड़ा उस लड़की से, and you know, वो लड़की भी, you know. Um, Anyways, so that was when I was like, yeah, I didn't really think it from there. That's his facial structure doesn't really look like it. I mean, I suppose he can kind of pass for it because he has like a soft tone. He has like this. Never mind. But anyway, um, yeah. I think facial structure of Uttarakhand, my nana's facial structure would best describe somebody of that province. By the way, that province was a part of Uttar Pradesh prior to, I think, 1934. It was a part of the province of Uttar Pradesh. Not, I think it was. It is either prior to 1937 or 1934. But I don't remember the year was exactly. मैं सब कुछ जानती हूँ. मैं कैसे जानती हूँ? I'm not going to state that here, but मैं जानती हूँ. Anyway, it's about 9:37 p.m. It's quickly. God, क्या करूँ? Just like that Asian song of Enrique Iglesias. No, the one that he lip sync. कुछ भी ना कहो, कुछ ना कहो, कुछ भी ना कहो. Is it even necessary? That's what I meant to say. That's what I was wanting to say. I'm under a stone table का metaphysical properties. I just know I feel something from it. मैं जब छूती हूँ, it feels cooling. More than the glass quartz crystal ball that I have. I'm trying to think. I think actually मैं सोच रही थी घर में marble flooring or marble wall, marble ceiling. And then क्योंकि marble के look के वजह से and its metaphysical properties, and then what do you call it? It's used for like what do you call it? Spiritual divination. And then this मैं ऐसे use करती हूँ spiritual, you know. So I use it as spiritual divination. I mean, I don't know how to say that, but anyway. Yeah. So I from my end, I feel something, you know, very powerful, very divine. I feel something in the whole, you know, whole family room, but especially. And then keep in mind that is the northeastern क्या कहते हैं, hemisphere. What do you call that? But northeast disha. Since so Am I deserving of it? क्या मैंने कुछ गलत किया? हाँ, हाँ मैंने कुछ गलत किया। अ, क्या मैंने गलत किया? वो masturbation वाली चीज़ और मैं जिस मामी के बारे में सोच रही थी। मैंने ऐसा कभी नहीं सोचा जिस मामी के बारे में जिस मामी के in any way hurt physically or otherwise. I never thought anything like this of my cousin. I don't have any actual sexual thoughts, sexual feelings or fantasies of her. I never will. Maybe she's my baby cousin. मैं नहीं सोचती हूँ उसके बारे में ऐसे. And not even Shivanjali, you know. जो हुआ था वो मेरे बचपन में हुआ था. And that isn't with Ritika, because Ritika's much younger. That the it was between myself and Shivanjali. Yeah, I can't deny that. Look, Chitna, you could. I'm not gonna lie about it, and I think my cousin understands herself, Shivanjali, that I was being abused so badly in the childhood, very early childhood. The physical abuse, as shown in my newborn baby pictures. I have a bruise at the side of my head, double tap. That was the very day the physical abuse had begun. It's obvious. There's something law enforcement always acceptable. I was born Sunday, June 22nd, 1986, at 8:16 p.m., 2016 Pacific Daylight Time, Best Kaiser Permanente Hospital, 5055 North Greeley Avenue, Portland, Oregon, 97217, United States of America. Once again, that was at Best Kaiser Permanente Hospital. जिस पिक्चर में मेरे दादा ने मुझे पकड़ा था. There was no bruises at the time. It was shortly after my father died. He was bruised. Sign of, yeah. And then he was known to physically, I think, he's a brutal physical abuse of battery. It may have actually started. He may have actually started it. मैं जब 2 या 3 साल की थी, and the sexual abuse, I'm guessing मैं जब 2 साल की थी, because that's when face started looking attractive. No, your face beautiful. I was a beautiful little girl, a beautiful child, such a beautiful, such attractive looking little girl. I don't know if it's fair to use that term on a child, but there's so much attraction there, you know, especially in Akume. Anyways. Oh, one more thing. I don't know if I should state this. no wonder they're laughing at me. Because there's a problem with them. I had no idea कि Atif के niece, I was about to say nephew. I had no idea ये Atif के niece. मेरे पास POCD प्रॉब्लम तब भी था उसने जब अपने नेफ्यू का फोटो भेजा था उस वक्त से उससे पहले भी हो रहा था but I didn't really look at the kid. I had this psychological problem. I think that was my nephew. I don't know who it was. Why would he be upset at me? Does he blame me? Look at how they're treating me. Look at how they were to me my whole life. मैंने 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 उसको पाला मैंने उसको परवरिश की आलिशान की आलिशान मुझसे बस oh it sounded a bit like him कैसे कैसे और कौन हो सकता है आलिशान can you hey लड़का लड़के सुनो you do you blame me do you blame me हम उलों के hate करते do you blame me look like हमारे साथ like look at हमारे साथ जो चीज़ like करते आए हैं my whole life just look at it look at it the physical abuse battery I've been enduring अपन बचपन से लेके आज तक आज हम 38 years के हुए क्या है alright 38 years और 39 पे चाय वाला है or just the upcoming year 39 years हुए वाला है the upcoming year June 22nd 2025 में 39 के 39 के हो जाएगा तुम्हें बुरा भी नहीं लगा तुम हमसे ऐसे बात किया I don't know who you are I don't know if you're my nephew who you are you one of them like clearly you must be but gone which one my own sister's son or one of my cousin's sons my paternal cousin's sons yeah I didn't think ऐसे बात करेंगे I think it may have been them just मुझे idiot कहा idiot when I was at the mall it wasn't so much in that Desi accent you had a very American or या फिर Canadian accent no, I thought you guys shouldn't speak to me this way yeah Alishan the disrespect करता है मुझे he started disrespecting me when my father did something over him back in either it was 2021 or 2022 black magic का पाठ किया था उसके ऊपर with some sort of black magic prayer oil. It's not even fair to call it prayer oil, but black magic satanic oil. You know, uh, कुछ कुछ पाकिस्तानी लोग होते हैं in Canada that do this thing for them. That's un-Islamic. Islam का खिलाफ है. How can one do that and then call themselves Muslim? They're selling their souls to the bloody devil. जो कि इस्लाम के खिलाफ. I mean, these people have been spellbound. I didn't think I'd ever gotten involved in this. And Mother Diksha and her family, she'd have never gotten involved in this. And this is very true. She probably recognizes where I got this chutney from off of. And yes, it was very much her. Like I got it off of her, you know. I think that was her waiting around in that white SUV. It's probably her. I'm guessing Mom had made false allegations on me regarding her. Is because I did see one of her cousins here, and I did not recognize that to be one of my relatives, and then not one of Sida Mami's relatives. क्योंकि Sida Mami के relatives जो है, उनके facial features structure is different है, और skin tone कुछ different सा skin type is about the same, but skin tone is totally different. And then different facial characteristics. I mean, facial characteristics may be just about the same, but kuch difference hai, you know? Like I see a difference in it. You know what I mean to say? I see a huge difference in what's his name? वो क्या है उसका नाम? So the mommy's brother, Bablu is his nickname. I don't know his actual name because I don't remember it. बचपन में मैंने जाना था. अभी नहीं याद है. Perhaps it did resurface again with the Bible. But anyway, resurface is the correct term. But anyway, um, yeah. Anyways, he's a man of like tanner complexion, a little bit deeper, brown tone, but still I see a huge difference in his facial features and Madhuri Dixit ka cousin. I don't know why they're after me because मैंने Madhuri के बारे में कुछ नहीं पता सोचा. And obviously Muhammad has done something to make me look really bad in front of her. I had that unwanted POCD thought regarding her son Ryan. Not Ryan, I think it's Ryan, the younger one. And then I never had any thought of harm towards her son and any of her sons, any of the children in their family. I never did. There's probably them raiding around right now. So क्योंकि मैंने जब चटनी कहा था, she I think it's her. I think I've seen her in a vehicle at the time. Is she not the line, but clearly the ward. Ward was taken from her. Filmized of her. Oh my god. Yeah, hey, what have I done? मैं तुम्हारी मराठी लैंग्वेज में समझा कि मैंने कुछ नहीं किया. मैं तुम्हारी मराठी लैंग्वेज से तुम्हें मराठी में समझा मैं तुम्हें. Because I didn't think you guys can understand. जब तक मैं तुम्हारी language में ना समझा. Like my mom and dad. It's not gonna fucking register to their fucking head to speak to them in their fucking language, in their style. It's about 9:56 p.m. And just quickly, We are about 1 hour 35 minutes, 20 seconds recording duration. I'm gonna hold it off a bit, just a while longer. I'm gonna go ahead and end the last stream. फिर पता नहीं क्या और मुझे बहुत भूख लगी है मैं अपने nephew के लिए मैं फास्टिंग करना चाहती थी उसके बर्थडे के लिए I'm guessing it may have been talking. Roxanne has taught her son to be very disrespectful. Very disrespectful. Okay, Kathy will say, "Oh, don't talk to Ramini like that. Don't touch her like that. Don't hit her. Don't do this." And then फिर दूसरी तरफ वो सिखाती है ये कहो उसको ऐसे करो उसके साथ इसको इस चीज़ लेकर मारो hit her. We're 1 hour 36 minutes 24 seconds each recording duration. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and end the live stream. Alright, thank you so much for watching. Just remember, listening to Kush Maktabna is me, it's Kate HomosexualPedophilMaleChildRapist and my parents. Where you to meet up with my audience and their little boys and they're raping and abducting them, making pedophiles, rapists. Many of them are employed as police. Alright, thank you so much. 1 hour 36 minutes.